everybody, we're the Babes of Bourbon. I am Megan.
And I am Eric. And today...
What are we sampling?
We are sampling Old Forester Barrel Strength Bourbon. It's a store pick from a local liquor store. Thank you to my wonderful parents for getting this as a Christmas gift.
Yes, thank you very much to Russ and Amy. We appreciate you.
Just a little bit about this bottle. This one is 63.3% alcohol by volume. And that's about as much as I know. But
Did you see this on one of the Facebook releases? Is that what it was?
Yep. And then I was like, I've never had Old Forester Barrel Strength. I would like to try it.
Yeah, and Old Forester, we've had is it 1920?
1920, 1910, and I don't know if we had any others, but yeah, we've had both of those.
Too.
They're both pretty good.
They are, and I feel like Old Forester is one of those, if you hear that little bell, that's Elmer.
Yeah.
Our littlest cat, we had to put two collars on him, so he's got dual bells right now. He keeps chewing them off. That's not the point. Old Forester. We haven't explored much of Old Forester, really, so we were super excited to get this one because I feel like we've drank a lot of Wild Turkey, a lot of Buffalo Trace, and a lot of Jim Beam products.
Yes.
And a lot of Woodford. Well, Woodford Reserve doesn't have a lot of like variation in products.
No, they have like double oaked and store.
And Four Roses. But Old Forester is one that list was way longer than I thought it was going to be. By the way, I was like, oh, there's going to be two work. And then I just kept, anyways, tangents, guys. Summary, we're very excited to try this bottle.
Yes.
And sample a little bit of Old Forester. Right off the bat, I love the color of this bourbon. I think it's, I like when there's that amber color, if any light's coming through. When you're getting reds and oranges and like just that little bit of gold. It just indicates that it's been sitting in the barrel for a long time. And that it's strong and usually very flavorful.
We will see.
We shall. What do you think of the nose, honey?
I like it. I mean, right away, I am getting some cherries on there. I'll just say fruit. You know what
I was going to say? I was going to say orange peel. Like,
there might be a little orange peel in there.
I don't know if I'm right or wrong. I did not eat an orange today, so it's definitely not on my hands. Nope, there's no orange on my hands. But I don't know if you've ever had an old fashioned or a Manhattan. That's a bourbon Manhattan, like before they put in any of the Sprite or Squirt. It kind of has that smell to me. So that makes sense that you got cherries and I got orange.
For everybody that doesn't live in Wisconsin, we put Sprite or Squirt into our old fashions. So
it's delicious and you should try it if you haven't. But anyways, I think it's a very delightful flavor.
Oh, yeah, it is. I'm getting cherry. I'm getting caramel. I'm getting a little nuttiness in there.
Yeah, just a little bit. Not much vanilla for me. What about you?
Not really vanilla.
Yeah, which is interesting because usually if I'm getting caramel, I'm getting vanilla, but this one's really caramel and orange to me. I could be totally off if you look up this bottle online, folks. But we didn't, and this is just honest what we smell and taste. So
maybe a little peanut brittle.
Ooh. You're getting fancy with that.
Yes, I am. It's a new year. Have to.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Lassie. Pinkies up, folks, on your Glencairns. Can we take this?
Absolutely.
Okay.
The initial palate, I'm getting a lot of that nuttiness there.
I had to do the good old Kentucky Chew first to get a coating in my mouth. So I didn't get all the initial flavors yet. This is my first sip of bourbon of the night. If you guys haven't watched our channel before, any other channels where they talk about it, it's good to let your first sip of bourbon of the night, you kind of chew it, which is like swirling it around in your mouth a little bit, because that'll coat it. It'll open everything up for you, and then the second taste, you can actually taste a lot more flavors. I can't believe this is barrel strength, because there is like no burn on this.
No, that is one thing. I know when these Old Foresters first came out, a big complaint was the barrel strength one. There wasn't much flavor and there was a lot of burn. And the reviews weren't great when they first came out.
Really?
Yeah.
They have really worked this bottle then.
I would say this is, taste-wise, very good. I'm getting, pause, that nuttiness, a little bit of vanilla, almost like a little smokiness in there.
I'm really getting nuttiness and a lot of oak.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of oak, which I find very pleasant. If you guys have had Booker's before, it honestly reminds me of Booker's. And I freaking love Booker's.
But like a good Booker's.
Oh, this is Elmer, guys. Elmer. This is Elmer T. Lee. We have introduced him on the channel prior. But he's got no respect and will walk on the table.
And he'll probably continue to jump
Yeah,
up
he probably will. He's not a good learner of like, put me down, don't jump again. But that's Little Gray Cat number 2. Anywhoosies. Tastes a lot like Booker's to me, which they're not made by the same people.
No, not at all. Booker's is made by Jim Beam. This reminds me of like my favorite Booker's, though, not just like any given batch, but
do you remember? I'm putting him on the spot, so if he doesn't know the answer, we'll put it in the comments. Do you remember the Booker's that we really liked? What it was called?
Well, there was No Strangers that we just tried in December, which I really enjoyed. But the one before that we had on the channel was the Donahue's batch.
The Donahue. That one, this reminds me of that one a bit. But also we haven't had that one in a while because we killed that bottle pretty quickly, guys. It was very good.
I knew what she meant right away. I just had to talk a little bit there to remember what she was, what batch it was.
Yeah, this is really good. But yeah, a lot of nuttiness, a lot of oak. All of the like orange peel zest or old fashioned nose. I really don't get that on the palate.
I maybe just get a touch of orange in there.
Do you?
On the palate.
And I get no orange on the palate and only on the nose. Interesting.
But yeah, like I was saying, it does remind me of Booker's a little bit, but like that good Booker's where it's just not that nuttiness. It has like those extra notes in there of vanilla, of maybe orange.
Yeah.
I really enjoy it. Finish.
The finish is interesting because I had to check. If you saw me pick it up as soon as I took my first sip, I had to double check that it's barrel proof because it doesn't have that really harsh burn. There's like no Kentucky heat. It's a very subtle finish in my opinion for a barrel proof. I would actually, if someone is newer to bourbon and they haven't drank a lot of barrel proof, I'd probably start them on this.
That's maybe my only complaint about this bottle. The finish isn't that long. It's a little short.
Yeah.
It doesn't have much burn, but it is a little short. But the flavor there on the initial palate is very pleasant, in my opinion.
It is. And what I will say about the finish too, it is short. Eric is completely right there. It like shoots forward and like fills your mouth again at the tip of your tongue, but it doesn't really stay with you much more than like 10-15 seconds. Yeah. In my opinion. And normally for a finish that I would call like long lasting, that would stick around for like a solid minute. So being 10 to 15 seconds as a finish is quite small. For its benefit, if you're going out and you're going to be at a whiskey bar sampling a couple things, eat a couple crackers, take a sip of water, you'll be good to move on to your next drink.
Yes. All right. Well, ratings. Nose.
Out of?
3.
3. All right, nose? I would give it a 2. What about you?
I would give it a 2 as well. I really enjoy it. I am going to up that to 2.25. I'm going to make math on myself hard.
I'm avoiding that hard math, guys, if possible. All right, taste out of 4.
4.
I would say flavor out of 4. I would give it a 3 out of 4. What about you?
I would give it a 3.25 out of 4. I really enjoy it. I think the flavor is absolutely delicious. Exactly what I want in my bourbon. Yeah, I enjoyed it quite a bit.
And then what about your finish?
Finish out of 3.
Man, I hate to do this. I give it a 1.5 for myself.
I am going to give it a 1.25. You're saying 15 second, 10 to 15. I'm getting like 3 to 5.
Oh, wow. You made a face when I said that. I'm like, I don't know why you're making this face. Different experiences,
Yes.
different palates, I guess, there, folks. Some variations. Yeah, so mine was a 6.5. I think yours was
1.75. No, 2.25 plus, why did you do this to me?
I'm so sorry. He'll
This
put it
bro-
below, guys. You said you were going to make math hard for yourself, holding you accountable.
2.25.
All right, while you do the mental math, I have a comment for the viewers.
Awesome.
What I will say about this bottle is I think it's really good. I think it's really solid. I think if we had found it earlier in our bourbon journey, we would probably be rating it higher. And the reason that I say that is it reminds me of several things I have had and I have enjoyed. So in that sense, I don't think it's a super unique bottle, but I do think it's really good. Like, this is actually one that I would genuinely want to drink and enjoy. But it's not like remarkable.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
I do. My final score is a 6.75.
Yeah, mine was a 6.5.
And that's exactly where I think that I would definitely buy this bottle just to have around drinking.
I would buy it again for sure.
7 and up for us hits that like very good to remarkable level. This one is just below that, but
I would agree. And I think it's the finish too, right? Maybe if the finish brought a little something more,
there was
that next.
Definitely a little bit more of a finish. It definitely would be up in that remarkable level. It definitely nails the nose, and it definitely nails that initial palate.
Yeah.
Just the finish is just a slight letdown, but that is okay.
Yeah, it doesn't make the bottle bad. I like this bottle. I would actually recommend this bottle. If I was in a liquor store and someone asked me, which they wouldn't because I'm a woman. Sexism. It's true. Have you ever been, alright, any ladies watching, if you're sitting there with your man or by yourself or whatever, like, have you ever been, like, in the whiskey or bourbon aisle and someone's like, oh, do you need help picking something out? And I'm like, no. Do you? They're just trying to be nice. It's fine.
We said we weren't going to get political on this channel, though.
It's not political. It's
I completely
just the
agree.
Truth, guys. But you know what? I always have that urge when there are guys in the whiskey aisle to be like, do you need help? Because it's happened to me so many times.
But yes.
But that's okay.
I would definitely try
Recommend it.
another single barrel strength of Old Forester. I think it's very good.
Yeah, it is. I'm excited to try some more Old Forester products because I think based on this and just the few tastings that I've had before with the 1910 and 1920, I trust the brand now. You know, sometimes we're like, there's like a nice bottle, like it looks pretty, it's a little high price, and you're like, oh, is it worth it? Is it? I think I would trust them again.
Yes.
Plus,
Absolutely.
we visited in Louisville when we went to Kentucky in March, which was super fun and pretty.
It is awesome. I would definitely visit them. Maybe get a tour next time because we just went to the gift store. Yeah, there's Elmer.
He is an absolute menace to society, and I just love him.
Any closing thoughts?
My cat likes to sniff bourbon.
Yes, the Elmer does.
He really does.
Poppy doesn't.
No.
But
He's a whiskey head like we are. That's my closing thought.
Yeah.
My real closing thought is I would actually recommend just buying this bottle if you saw it out. I wouldn't say this is one that you have to try in the bar before buying. Very grateful that the in-laws gifted this to us, and we'll have to share it with them.
And if you can't find a barrel strength, get 1920. It's
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's like 115 proof off the top of my head. It's very good as well. My closing thought is like, subscribe.
Oh! comment, share.
Yes. Follow us
Hope you
on
enjoyed.
Instagram.
Absolutely, at the Babes of Bourbon.
Hope you all had a great Christmas and a happy New Year.
Oh my gosh,
as well.
these are really
Yes.
good closing thoughts. The holidays are just like gone out of my mind. But yes, this is the first one of 2022.
Yes.
Well, happy 2022, guys. Thank you so much for being on this bourbon journey with us. I hope you are also sipping whiskey as you watch this. And if you're not, it's okay. Cheers.
Cheers.
Bye.